Hello everybody, Chrome Bandit here, and this is a Villa Domination game, but that's, I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. I think I'm talking about a life story of mine. If you guys enjoy this life story, let me know if you want to see more, because I have a lot of life stories, sometimes with no morals, or no morale, sorry, or, I said that wrong, but, yeah, so... This one's overcoming obstacles, so I think I'll just get right to it. So, summer of 2009, I got an ear infection from swimming in a dirty lake nearby. And, it started off at night, and I, had, like a horrible migraine, and it's coming from the left side of my head. And, about 2 o'clock in the morning, we went to the emergency room. And that's where I'm going to put the story on hold, and I'll tell you a little thing about me. Just keep that in mind. Keep in mind what just happened, what I just told you. So, I actually could not swallow pills for a while, and I was actually really sick when I was younger. I say about from like 8 years old to about 13 or 14. I was really sick, and I can talk about that later if you guys are interested. But long story short, I had to take a lot of pills, and I actually could not swallow pills. I had a really strong gag reflex. Got it from my grandfather, where basically, if you have like a nervous mental block about something, your like throat just won't bother swallowing whatever's coming down. And I had not really swallowed pills before because I wasn't really sick before this. Basically, I could not swallow pills, so I had to crush up all the pills I've ever taken, or pull them out and put them in applesauce. So that's why I don't like applesauce anymore, because any crushed up pill tastes horrible. And I have that's why I don't really eat applesauce anymore, because all I taste is the medicine, and it's really nasty. I took a lot of pills and I could not swallow any of them whole. I had to have crush them up, and I even have a pill crusher, and I have all that kind of stuff, and applesauce and everything at my house. And I still have these things. And so, yeah, I couldn't swallow pills for quite a while. And, so, back to the story. Went to the emergency room. And I was hurting really bad. And basically, they found out it was an ear infection. I was lying in the hospital bed or whatever. And, the first thing they had was maybe take some painkillers. Nothing serious. Just, some, extra strength Tylenol or something like that. I don't know what it was. Or quick acting Tylenol or something like that. Special hospital grade Tylenol or something like that. And I told him I couldn't swallow pills. I told the doctor I couldn't swallow pills because I couldn't. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. And so the doctor's like, what do we do? And my mom says, we have to crush it up. And so they go to crush it. My doctor leaves to get a pill crusher or something, and I'm just hurting. My ears hurting so bad. I get the glass of water, and I take the pill, and I just gulp it down. I take half a glass of water to swallow that one pill, and there were a couple pills I had to take too, and so I took all the rest of those pills too. And so yeah, and now I swallowed them too. I swallowed all the pills, and the doctor came back. And my mom's like, he swallowed the pills, and the doctor's like, well, I thought you couldn't swallow pills, and I didn't really say anything. I was kind of in disbelief too that I had just done that. And ever since that day, I have actually been able to swallow any pill you give me. I overcame my mental block out of necessity, and there's a saying that's going around saying all great inventions or all great things are made out of necessity. And I believe that is true, because without getting an ear infection, I would never have been able to swallow pills. So that's probably my greatest triumph, I'd say. Of overcoming obstacles such as not being able to swallow pills. And, well, actually, I'm about halfway through, aren't I? So I guess I could do another story. Let's see. I don't know if I want to tell you this because it doesn't really have anything
It's
special to
alright.
it. Okay, so before the ear infection, like the year before, I was starting 8th grade. Within 2 weeks in the school year, I got really sick again. I got pancreatitis. I was basically lying on the couch for like a week. Just sitting, lying on the couch. Horrible stomach pains, like basically pains that of a stomach ulcer. That's the level of kind of pain I'd have, and it's not like constant pain. It comes in every now and then, and everything I ate I'd throw up. So it was pancreatitis, so it was not looking good, and basically my pancreas got in really bad shape. And we don't, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that caused it, and I mean, yeah, whatever. So I get pancreatitis, and I have basically the worst part is that both my parents got called in for curriculum night, which is basically a night for the parents to meet all the teachers of their children in 8th grade, and they were so my parents were gone. My little brother was upstairs. I was watching TV, and I got the pains in, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna go away. They're gonna go away. They didn't go away, and I ended up having to call my parents. By the way, walked to my school, so they had to run back. And we went on the highway, and then we basically had to go to the hospital. And we took the highway, and every bump. By the way, this entire time I'm having seriously ulceric pains in my stomach. Well, not my stomach; it's actually my colon, but it's in the stomach area, right around your belly button. And yeah, it's horrible. It was really bad, and every time I hit a bump on the highway, it was just terrible. And so I went to the hospital, and we got in the lobby, and I had to sit in a wheelchair, like tears coming out of my eyes, like horrible pain, while I had to wait for a room to be opened up or whatever. And all I remember is that from there on is that my little brother wanted to wheel me down the hallway to the room. We get in the room, and the first thing they give me is morphine. When they put the IV in, of course. And then the first thing they give me is morphine to get the pain away. And that is same as very, very strong drug, also used for pregnant women. Oh yeah, ha ha, Chrome. You use same drug as pregnant women. Excuse me. And the pain went away. It was glorious, honestly. If you text your wife when she's having a baby and she's like, I want to do it natural, and then you should say, babe, get some morphine, because it's awesome. I'm not like a junkie either. I'm just saying, if you're in a lot of pain, morphine takes it away in about a minute, I'd say. And then it feels pretty darn good. Well, it must feel better for me because I've been sitting in the same pain for over an hour by this time. And so eventually, by the way, this is like 11 o'clock at night, and I fall asleep. And I fall asleep, and I wake up in the morning. I open my eyes, and it's like the sun's like this. It's really funny. It's such a picturesque moment. The sun is shining through the window, and I think my mom is sitting next to me on my left, reading a newspaper. And then and I just wake up, and I don't know. I guess I just groan because I don't really have anything to say, put in words. This is not a moment you can put in words. Like, good morning. I was 5 hours away from dying. Yay. Yeah, and then I look down at my arm, and my arm has regular IV in the wrist, which I still have a scar from, and I also have a pick in my left arm. Oh no, it's my right arm, isn't it? Yeah, it's my right arm. I have a pick in my right arm, and what a pick is, it's a very, very long, like IV, almost, except instead of sticking a needle inside your vein, they literally, like, put this whole tube inside your vein. Like, they slide a tube inside your vein to put nutrients in. And it's like a long-term, kind of nutritious supplement kind of, wire. And I did not remember anything after falling asleep. And, the pick was in my arm, and I asked my mom, what is this? And she's like, you don't remember? And I'm like, no. And then she says, you had to wake up and we had to put a pick in you in order for you to get your nutrients, because you can't eat for another 2 weeks or whatever. And I actually couldn't eat for another 2 weeks, and that was probably the worst part. And then she says, yeah, you don't remember? You were when they put it in, you were screaming. And that just scares me. Like, first of all, the fact that I lost, that's the first time in my life I've ever been aware of losing memories or not being able to remember something. And that's yeah, it's just scary. And I mean, actually there's more to the story. You guys, I can pick up if you want. It's kind of grim. I don't know. If you guys are just interested in listening to more, I have a lot of stories about me being sick or just any life stories. But basically, if you really need to overcome an obstacle, you can do it. And if you really, and basically, if you've been through the kind of pain that I just did, everything else seems easier. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise, basically. It helps me overcome things that I wouldn't normally overcome, saying, well, come on, you're 5 hours away from dying, you can do this, Chrome. Well, I don't call myself Chrome, but yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Alright, guys. See you later.